So guys, just recently I've been looking back at all the Resident Evil 4 Remake leaks we have received, and as I was looking, I found something very eye-catching that just may prove that these leaks I'm going to talk about to be legit. What you are looking at right now are these said leaks. This document was posted by 4chan a few months ago, and due to 4chan not always being that reliable, a lot of people including myself kind of just blew it off and really didn't think much of it. But now that the RE4 Remake trailer was revealed, we have absolute confirmation on what Leon looks like and what he's wearing, which would be the beta code from Resident Evil 3.5. Now this leaked list contains one screenshot that was apparently leaked to be in the game, and if we zoom in on it, then you can see that it is literally the exact same model of Leon from the reveal of the Resident Evil 4 Remake. The brown coat is the exact same, they both have the black gloves on, and even the hair looks to be the same. I mean, come on guys, we are literally looking at the same Leon in both images, and it really looks like this is a legit in-game screenshot of the Resident Evil 4 Remake. Unfortunately, the image is somewhat blurred, but from what I can see, the background looks like it could be the inside of a house located in the village. So guys, like I said, this Leon in the screenshot is literally the exact same as the one we saw in the trailers. So with that said, it is very likely that this screenshot is legit. And with it being legit, then that means every single leak on this list could also be legit. Some of these leaks on the list are what I would call necessities for the remake, while on the other hand, some of these leaks kind of had me a bit worried. The first leak states that the game will be a third-person survival horror with more action segments like the RE3 Remake. Now as we know, the first part of this leak has already been confirmed with the recent RE4 Remake gameplay trailer. As we know, the trailer showed Leon perceived in a third-person view walking to the first house in the game. And the second part talking about more action segments would be a great addition to the remake. Hopefully this implies that we will see the dodge mechanic make a return from the Resident Evil 3 Remake. The next leak states that Luis will have more plot relevance and he will be getting a full character rework like Carlos in Resident Evil 3. This is definitely great to see since so many people want this. Everyone agrees that Luis was tossed aside and really didn't get the screen time he deserved. With that said, a lot of people share the same idea that Luis should get his own campaign and he should be a playable character in the Mercenaries game mode. Next up on the list, it states that Ashley got a character development arc where she begins as a helpless girl and becomes more confident by helping Leon unlock doors, and even helps him fight by distracting enemies. This is also a great fix that is much needed. A lot of people can't stand Ashley due to her being annoying to many and always getting in the way. Also, she was completely useless, so giving her a purpose will make her a much more memorable and loved character. My one concern with this would be making Ashley too helpful. They need to keep Leon as the highly skilled cop that always saves the day, and not have to rely on Ashley as a sidekick through the entire mission. Make Ashley useful, but don't make her too useful. Next, we have Sadler being more of a scientist in the remake. Now this leak kinda has me pretty intrigued. With Sadler being more of a scientist, it kinda makes me wonder if Sadler will take Luis's role of being a biologist and Luis will have a different story in the game completely. The leak we just talked about did state that he will be completely reworked. So if this is the case, maybe we could see him survive a lot further into the game, or maybe he won't even die. With Sadler potentially being more of a scientist, it also makes me wonder if this could lead to a bunch of new enemies. With him conducting all the experiments, maybe he could end up creating some new terrifying mutations, maybe even some of the scrapped enemy designs that never made it into the original. Next up, it states that 3 bosses were cut from the game. Out of the 3 cut bosses, one of them is just a quick time event chase now. Now I'm not gonna lie, I personally don't like the sound of this at all. If they are open to cutting 3 bosses from the game, then that leads me to believe that there could be a lot more stuff cut from the game. I think we can all agree that we cannot have a repeat of the Resident Evil 3 Remake, and I hope Capcom understands that. All we can do at this point is hope that they keep cut content to a minimum, and they replace anything that is cut with something new and interesting. This next leak I'm going to talk about even further proves that this leaked list is legit. It states that the village is a lot more tight now, with more houses as well. When we go back to the Resident Evil 4 Remake trailer, we get a view of the village. And is it just me, or does the village look a lot more compact and tight compared to the original? Like, I don't know who this leaker is, but it really seems like they are onto something. It really seems like they know something that we don't. Next up on the list, it states that Separate Ways and Mercenaries will make a return. As of now, Assignment Ada is cut. Now this is great to hear, but with them potentially cutting Assignment Ada, it kinda makes me wonder if they plan on expanding the Separate Ways campaign. I feel like this would definitely be the right move, since there was a lot of sequences from the main game that weren't in the Separate Ways campaign. The next leak states that Krauser was reworked in terms of character and design entirely. Now due to his past with Leon going on missions together, it kinda makes me wonder if we might see Krauser show remorse for Leon and actually help Leon in the remake. Very unlikely, but we will see. Next up, it states that the final boss is not Spider Sadler. With him not being the main antagonist, I feel like the only other people that could fit this role is Krauser or Wesker if they expand his role in the remake. A lot of people want to see more Wesker in the remake, so maybe Capcom might just make this happen. Looks like we're just gonna have to wait and see. So guys, that was the full list of leaks. At the end of the day, none of this can be confirmed to be legit, but with the identical screenshots and with some of these leaks already starting to match up with what has been revealed, this tells me that these leaks could very well be legit. Be sure to let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.